morning, folks, and welcome back to my channel. I'm so sorry that the first clip you are seeing of me is me driving, because that's not the vibe. However, I don't really have a choice. It is 7:42. I am running a little bit later than normal, which is unfortunate, but that is okay because we are powering through. I got done getting ready at the house that I'm staying at, and then I came here I went home to grab my white coat because I didn't have my white coat. So now it is time to get to school. We have integrated biomaterials, and then we also have then I'll have a little break. We're gonna go home, eat lunch with the dogs, hang out, try and get some work done. Then I'm going to come back to school. I have biochem, I have anatomy, and then I'm going to go home to the dogs for a little bit, go home for dinner, and then go to the library at 6:30 to study, and then back to the dogs. So it's gonna be such a busy week, because also on top of everything, it's midterms week. So I have so much to do, no time. I really kind of screwed myself over, which is my own fault, but that's okay. That's where we're at. Hello guys, lighting is not great, obviously. One sec. Okay, I think that's a little bit better. I don't know. So it is 9:14 now. I'm currently going through and I'm taking all of our PowerPoints, and you can't like totally tell, but it's a lot of like charts. It's too bright, one second. So like we have a lot of charts where we have to like label things. So I'm going through and blacking out the answers. That way I can go through and like walk through it all. So that's kind of what I've been doing. I FaceTimed Lane and Cooper for a little bit. Now I am going to watch some YouTube, keep working on this. I finished the whatever it's called. I finished making the Quizlet I was going to make. I honestly might not watch the rest of the videos for this class, like, because I already attended the lectures live, and I'm like, is it really worth giving 4 hours of my life that I could just spend studying the material I'm already making? Like, I don't know how much rewatching the lecture would work. So yeah, that's kind of like my thought process. I don't know what a good thought process it is, or like how good of a thought process it is, but it's something. So I'm gonna keep doing all this like blacking out stuff, and then talk to you after. I feel pretty good considering how little sleep I got, and the fact that it's already 9:16. Not that that's like late, but considering how little sleep I got, feels a lot later than it is. It's cute. One of the dogs is passed out on the couch here, like in between the pillows, and then the other one's over there asleep. So good morning. I like cannot only be in frame if I'm like hunched over like this, but this bathroom does not have like anywhere for me to set stuff. Like my laptop that I'm watching a video on and my phone are sitting on the toilet, like the top of the toilet right now. That's okay. And like it's one of those like toilets, not toilets, sinks, where like the whole counter is a sink. It's like a super wide sink. So like all of my stuff's just sitting in the sink right now, but that's okay. Because I'm not really the other option. Okay. We are getting ready. It is 7:15-ish. I did get quite a bit done. I decided not to watch all the lectures. I thought that was kind of not a good use of my time last night. Okay. But so I got my Quizlet made. I set up like, there's a ton of like diagrams and stuff like that we have to know. And so I went through and I like re-downloaded the PowerPoints. But this time when they got like downloaded, I like got to set them up. Like basically I showed you guys last night, but I like blacked out all of the words so then I can go back and like guess, which I think really worked out. So I'm going to just get ready and then we can, yeah. Okay, we are all ready. Like, okay, I don't know if I said this on here, but I just don't know why I'm breaking out literally just right here. I'm like trying to think of like things that I put just right there that would cause, maybe it's like my blush that I've been wearing. I don't know. It's like literally like, I mean, this side of my face, I've been kind of breaking out in stress eyes. But like, I don't know, maybe I need to keep up my Zyrtec or something because I've never broken out before like this. I normally don't break out, which I know is like very lucky, but like, I don't know why. All of a sudden I'm like popping up in hives everywhere. Hello folks, it's a little bit later. What if I like, will this be better lighting? I don't really know. It's a great time. I have been back from class for about like a little less than an hour, but yeah, now I'm going to keep studying, keep grinding things out, and then I'm gonna head over to the dogs to check in on them in like 30-ish minutes, give or take. Close to like 1:30. Yeah. Okay guys, the dogs are playing out there. I'm here. Hey, be nice, Riley. Come on. You're such a little sister. Well then, sorry if it's super windy. It's Nebraska, so anytime I go outside it's windy. But I'm gonna try and get some studying done in the next like 30. I know. Uh-huh, you tell him, girl. You pop off, miss ma'am. I have like 25 minutes till I need to leave to go to class. So I'm gonna try and write down all the words for the lab. So that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so you can't tell, we are back outside in the same spot, but it's a little bit later. It is like a little after 6. I went to anatomy lab. Back here we got some Subway, which is not good. We really need to stop eating out, but we can't pick up our groceries till 7 tomorrow. So eating at home starts tomorrow. I can't imagine that's supposed to be their water bowl. But yeah, so we're gonna eat really quick while the dogs run around, and then I have to head to the library, taking him along with me. He's a little occupied. He was getting a little hangy. But yeah. Okay guys, we're back in the house, as you can tell by the little funky lighting. But I was at the library for, I kid you not, 3 hours. I am so brain dead, but I'm still not done studying yet. I have a 15-page study guide that my classmate made that I want to read over. And then I would like to go back over PowerPoint too, but who knows if that'll actually happen. So we'll see. Good morning, guys. It is 8:05. As you can tell, I'm back at my place. I just got back from picking up groceries with Charles, so we went and did that. I have my midterm for craniofacial in less than an hour because it's 8:05. So I'm gonna get ready. I do feel a lot better than I thought I would going into this final. I mean, midterm. God, I wish it was a final because then that'd mean the semester was almost done. But not quite. Yeah. So, I don't know. We're just hanging out. We're gonna get ready. I'm like scared to use any of my skincare products because of my face breaking out. So like the urge to just not wash my face pretty darn high. Honestly, I might just do it because I don't like my face breaking out like this. So, I don't know. Okay guys, so as you can tell, the lighting's not great in here, but I am back from my midterm. And so, yeah, I feel good about it. It was 25 questions. It took me 11 minutes, which is kind of funny, but I think I'm trying to decide. I have about 30 minutes till I need to leave, and so I'm kind of thinking I'm going to do, so I'm doing a throwback. Do you guys remember in 2020 when like the 80-day 6 fix became a thing? Like there's like 80 days left in the year, so you're supposed to like fix 6 habits. Well, I never did it in 2020, but I'm doing it this year because truly, like, I will say the one thing that's kind of gotten to me about dental school is the fact that I've had to completely give up so much of like self-care. Like literally breaking out in stress hives all the time. Haven't worked out in a long time. Stuff like that, not drinking enough water, just not taking care of myself. So we're going to do it. It's like making your bed every day, which I already do. Drinking a gallon of water, which needs to be happening. Oh my god, these breakouts are making me mad. It's exercising, reading for 10 minutes, 10,000 steps a day, and then following a diet. Diet things, not really something I don't like to restrict food. So I'm not going to do a diet. I think I'm going to try and eat at home more because I don't like to do diets or things like that. I think it's just, for me personally, a negative connotation that I don't like to have in my life. So I'm just going to try and eat the food that I buy at the grocery store better instead of going out as often. So I'm thinking, the family I'm dog sitting for, they have a treadmill downstairs. So I'm thinking I might go watch a lecture for craniofacial, not craniofacial, for, what am I thinking? Oh, yeah, I'm going to watch the lecture for histology because I want to watch both those lectures, and sped up at 2 times speed, it takes about 30 minutes. So it's kind of perfect. So I'm going to do that, and then we can pack up and head to class. Well, meeting, then class, all the things. Never ends. guys, it is Thursday now. I'm pretty sure Riley's going to start barking again to be let in. Yep, there we go. Okay. Okay, I know. Can I have you go sit? Can I sit? Riley, take nice. Take nice. You don't know how to take nice, do you? Now the girl does though. Now the girl's a sweetheart. Okay. So, I'm gonna see if I can't get this to stand up a little bit more. So basically, yesterday, Riley, that was not very nice. So basically, so much energy between these cups. What? 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 So exciting, I know. I hate that that crease is right there. You guys, I'm honestly very excited. I am done with my integrated Quizlet. But I think I haven't talked to you guys since yesterday. The second I start talking, the dogs get excited. So we're just gonna have to deal with it, aren't we, Nala? We're just gonna have to say, oh well, and deal with the panting of two pups. Anyways, so yesterday was Thursday. No, today is Thursday. Yesterday was Wednesday. I think I talked to you guys when we were hanging out here. I got a ton of work done. Then I went home. Charles and I had dinner. We had some chicken. It was very good. Then we went on a little walk because trying to get back into that. And then, then we went on that walk. We came back over here and hung out with the dogs. And then I was gonna get work done. And I sat down at 10:30 to get work done. And then I woke up at 5:30 in the morning. And I had slept. And I did not study for my quiz at all. So I studied for my quiz at like 5:30 this morning for an hour or so. I think it went fine. I definitely don't think it was my best work. Like I could tell that I hadn't studied because it took me a lot longer to try and think of answers. But that's okay. That's just kind of what happens. Today I had histo quiz. Like I said, had the lecture, went through the lab really quick. And then I came back here and now I just got done doing all my Quizlets. I think I'm going to now do my little 10 minutes of reading so I can get that marked off my list for today. And then with whatever spare time I have, because it's 11:27 and I have to leave here at 12:15. So with whatever spare time, I might go on the treadmill and just start walking so I can get my steps up, because my steps are only at 2,000 so far and it's 11. So I'd like to get those up a little higher. But yeah. That's kind of the game plan. I brought my book actually, which is good. So we're gonna do it. You need to learn boundaries, ma'am. It really is comical. So we got this bread in our grocery order. So someone else picked it out for us, but like the fact that they can call this bread and not breadsticks is quite funny. But we're gonna do a little soup and grilled cheese night. Very exciting stuff. Okay, one more midterm to go.
Ah!
What?
I spooked myself.
Why?
I know. I'm a scary looking dude.
He's sleepy.
Take a nap.
I'm gonna go take my midterm.
Party to go.
It's Friday now. It is 7:31 in the morning, so I'm gonna put my shoes on and we're gonna head out. And I should be done in like an hour. Woo-woo! Woo-woo!
Jamming. Midterm in the morning.
And then I'm done for the day. Thank
what?
goodness. So then I can catch up on some stuff that I didn't have a chance to do this week because I was studying. Okay guys, it is now 9 o'clock. I've been home for like 20-30 minutes-ish. It's like 9:20 now, and I honestly think I'm going to let myself take a little bit of a nap because this has been the longest week. Honestly, it's very apparent to me that, you know, it is midterms, and like obviously the workload's gotten harder and harder and harder as we're going because we're doing more. So this week was very, very long, but I'm very proud of all the work that I did this week. So I'm gonna let myself take a little bit of a nap. Then I'm gonna stress bake because I didn't have time to stress bake this week, which is one of my favorite things to do. And then we'll start studying and getting back onto my to-do list for the day. But it's gonna be a busy weekend, but every day is busy, so I just am proud. I think the midterm went well. I don't think it was like my best performance, but also dental materials is just not something I find super interesting. So it was harder to motivate for that aspect. I found like the cardiology and operative side, which is more like, you know, application of what we're actually going to be doing in real life, was a lot more interesting to me. I definitely passed, definitely did well. It's just not like a standout, but also it's really hard to be standout in dental school. I think that's been like the hardest adjustment I've had to make is like in dental school, you're working, I don't know if I've said this on here before. I've talked a lot about it with my friends because it's been like the hardest thing for me to grasp. Like in undergrad, I could put in minimal to average effort and I would be above average. And now I'm with a group of 52 people who were also like that. And so I'm working triple as hard to be average, which is a very weird mindset to get into because like it's hard to accept that like you're going to work harder than you ever had in your life and you're going to be average, if not below average or maybe a little above average. But the good news is I personally don't think specialty is for me. I really like the aspects of general dentistry that you get, and I think that I would lose some of my favorite aspects of general dentistry by specializing. I'm still keeping an open mind, but it's a little less important to get super, super good grades if you don't want to specialize, because if I get B's my whole dental school career, I will still be a dentist at the end of it, which is good. Obviously I still want to do my best, definitely, but it is nice to know that like in undergrad, if I didn't get an A, that would affect my chances of getting into dental school, which is still true for specialties. But if you just want to be a general dentist, you just have to pass and focus on building up your skills. And so that's kind of the route I want to take. I want to find a good dental school and life balance that allows me to pass and succeed clinically and succeed academically, but I also don't want to sacrifice my entire social life and all of my free time and all of the other habits that I love doing, because like I think yesterday was a perfect example. I loved yesterday because I got to work out, I got to spend time with friends, I got to study a little bit, and like I would much rather have that and get an 80 on this midterm than have spent the entire night studying, not gotten to work out, didn't get to spend time with friends, and get a 90. Like, I just don't think it's worth it to me. If it's worth it to you, that's totally fine. But I just have always been the kind of person that likes to be involved in as much as possible. And with that, there are sacrifices. And I'm more than willing to make those sacrifices if it means that I get to, like, for example, there's a girl in our class who really wants to do orthodontics, so she's putting in a lot of effort, and I am so proud of her. I mean, she's getting, like, perfect scores on exams because of how much work she's putting in, which I love her. It's messing up our curve a little bit, but I'm so proud of her because, like, this is something she really wants to do. Well, so tonight I'm going out for drinks with my friends to celebrate getting through this week. She's not. She's studying because we have 2 quizzes and 2 exams next week. And I think the biggest thing, sorry, I know I'm totally going on a little rant here, but like, I've noticed the biggest thing with dental school is you just have to find out your priorities. Like, I have another friend who Friday and Saturday, she does not touch anything school related. Personally, I can't do that. I get a little anxious if I don't at least touch up on something, just because then I feel like I'm getting behind. But I also don't want to spend my Friday, Saturday, Sunday buried in books the entire day. So that's why you can tell, like, on my weekends, the past couple weekends have been a little bit busier, but on my weekends, a big thing for me is doing things with friends, because if I don't, mental health is so important, and I just know myself, and my mental health would not be as good. And I think that is the most important part of dental school, is like finding a way to succeed without sacrificing your well-being. Because like they said, the girl who gets perfect scores, she literally gets like 4 hours of sleep on average, and she knows it's not sustainable, but also like she doesn't know what else to do. And like, I had a couple nights this week where I didn't get very much sleep, and I felt awful. Like, literally, I was in a bad mood. I didn't want to talk to my friends. Like, the thought of going to the library to study with people made me so irritable. And like, that's just not how I want to spend the next 4 years of my life. But I'm glad that I can take you guys on this experience of like me finding out these hidden issues. And I really want, at the end of my D1 year, I'm going to film like a whole video just like what I wish I knew going in. And honestly, if you want, I could film one at the end of this semester. I kind of want to wait until I wrap up the whole semester, so I could do it over my winter break if you guys want. But let me know down below if you would rather have me do what I would know. I could do it like honestly at the end of every semester, or if you'd rather me do it at the end of every year. So yeah, that's your question of the day. Help me out. But yeah, I've talked way too long. I've ranted way too long. So I am going to take my nap, watch some YouTube, chill out for like an hour and a half, and then we will do some stress baking, and then we'll write my to-do list and start my day. Okay, and now it's 12:40 and I haven't done anything, but that's okay, because like I said, I literally have worked so hard this week, and honestly, it's kind of the perfect like break to have. I like called my sister for an hour. I have been just hanging out, and I just checked my emails. It's a grand old time. So I have a Zoom class in 20 minutes. It's like our stress management class, which just kind of makes me laugh, because it's like, do you really think that that's going to help us de-stress? Like, a 1 hour class we take twice a semester. But I totally get why they do it, because like they do teach us good coping mechanisms, but it's also just like kind of funny, because like we just got done with midterms, and then we're going to have an hour-long class on Zoom with them being like, manage your stress. And it's like, we're trying. But you know, that is what it is. At least they're trying. Honestly, that's the most important thing. UNMC does a really, really good job of, like, I don't know, making dental school as good as it can be, because I'm going to be quite honest with you, it's not going to be great ever. It's dental school. It's not supposed to be easy, but it does a good job of making things better, all things considered. So, my hair's sitting kind of funky. Kind of looks pretty though, I'm not gonna lie. Not mad about it. So in the next like 18 minutes before I log into the Zoom, I'm going to write on my to-do list for today, that kind of stuff, get ready, so that way when I'm done, I can hit the ground running.
They're sleeping, because it's kind of like a vital sign, just like blood pressure. 6 clubs, well, that might be kind of tempting. It's the only black card. Okay, it might be, yeah, that stands out. Maybe I'll take, I don't know. But don't take that one just yet. Don't let me influence you with my psychiatric powers of persuasion. Don't let me, you make a free choice. So it could be the 6, or it could be the queen. You might say, well, queen's kind of cool. It's the only face card. So just think about which one, make a completely free choice here. So
2 of hearts.
The 2 hearts, okay. So interestingly enough, inside this envelope is a card, just one, an index card. And let's see what I wrote on that. Oh, well, look at that. So correctly predict. So there you go. So thanks for playing along.